Good afternoon, this is Dr. Do again. This video is on alphabetic list of problem, still on letter D. Today I'm going to talk about dyspnea, which is a medical term for difficulty breathing. Is there any cause for the dyspnea warrant emergency visit? Yes, many. Dyspnea, difficulty breathing can cause many serious problems such as from heart, the lung, and other systemic problem, the brain also. So, for example, if you had a history of hypertension, suddenly develop dyspnea, difficulty breathing, that means probably heart is out of the compensated stage, which means heart failure start to develop. Or if you have chronic lung disease with minor difficulty breathing, but suddenly becomes worse. So that's probably it's very serious. You need to go to the emergency room. Or if you have fever, coughing for a couple of days and suddenly develop a difficulty breathing with or without wheezing, so that means probably the lung deep, the upper respiratory tract infection going down deep to the lung, either pneumonia or some fluid. So go see the emergency room, because the airway is the first priority to secure life. So if there's some emergency situation cause difficulty breathing, hypoxia or hypoxia, that could be life-threatening. So go to the emergency if you have, like I said, those kind of problems. Other than that, any difficulty breathing can manage at home. Actually, usually not, unless you know you have been healthy without any medical problem, just not exercise regularly, and the difficulty breathing or dyspnea after you had a long walk, that probably, and and you know it, or you have trigger factor, for example, not sleeping well, and not exercise for a long time and suddenly start exercise, probably have some episode of difficulty breathing. After rest, the dyspnea disappeared. So if that's the case, you probably can gradually increase your exercise schedule or frequency, and gradually pick up the pace and see whether the dyspnea will improve. If no, then you still need to check with your physician, because there are some conditions like the asthma, for example, is associated with exercise. So there is exercise-induced asthma. If that's the case, then your physician will give you some medication to prevent the dyspnea caused by the exercise. So regardless, pretty majority of the case, if you have ongoing dyspnea or difficulty breathing, go check it out. Might indicating, even though it's not emergency situation, still if it's going for a while, then check it out with your physician to manage, to diagnose, to manage accordingly. So what are the causes for the difficulty breathing or dyspnea? Like I said, start from lung respiratory system, either trachea, bronchi, or bronchioles, or alveoli, or the interstitial lung disease, or the pleural space. So these are the variety of causes can cause dyspnea of heart, because the dyspnea, breathing, difficulty breathing, functional breathing is to supply oxygen to perfuse the organs, provide oxygen for the metabolism. If the heart has problem, cannot provide enough perfusion, the lung will compensate for this deficiency, which means to breathe harder. So that gives you a feeling of difficulty breathing. For example, the heart disease, hypertension, long-going hypertension, eventually will the heart keep contract, overcome the high resistance, high blood pressure, eventually will decompensate, which means cannot compensate the function anymore, and leading to the heart failure. So heart failure, which means your heart cannot pump blood efficiently to perfuse the organs. So that means then the organ has dyspnea. The organ will have hypoxia. This hypoxia feedback to the lung. Okay, I need more oxygen. So the lung will work hard to get more oxygen. That will cause difficulty breathing, because So that's the mechanism for what heart disease causes the difficulty breathing without for example, the anemia. You think the anemia, how come the anemia has difficulty breathing? Because the same idea, the anemia, which means lack of red blood cells. We know red blood cells functions to carry oxygen. So if you have anemia, again, the peripheral tissue get hypoxia. Okay, so that's the sign, the signal to the lung, you need to work hard, I need more oxygen, so the lung will feel difficulty breathing, shortness of breath. So these are all the causes of dyspnea, difficulty breathing. It's not difficult to understand. However, the diagnosis of the cause of dyspnea is really critical, because dyspnea or difficulty breathing is only a sign or a symptom, how you feel it. Whether you have hypoxia or apoxia, that need to be tested. Those are the objective values. Dyspnea is just the feeling, the subjective feeling, you feel difficulty breathing. And like I said, many causes can cause this phenomena, can cause these feelings. So the critical is to diagnose what is the cause in order to improve, to treat. For example, this difficulty breathing caused by the anemia, iron deficiency anemia, for example, is very common, very easy to manage, just a supplement of iron. However, you need to go deeper. If you're not a young female without losing blood regularly, if you're 50 or 60 years old man and you had family history of colon cancer, so that anemia caused difficulty breathing probably indicate you have some going on, either colon cancer, for example, to cause this seems not related problem, but it's really, that's probably to identify the true cause of this difficulty breathing. On the other hand, the same idea for the heart disease or the lung disease. Like I said, if you have nasal congestion, upper respiratory tract infection, coughing, and you thought you're difficulty breathing because of nasal congestion, but after nasal congestion recovered, you still have the difficulty breathing. That means the infection might going down deeper, either cause reactive asthma or the pneumonia inside of the bronchioles or deep of the lung tissue. So all of these indicating multiple causes and could be very serious or could be easy to management. Don't delay, because the difficulty breathing can cause the hypoxia and impaired function. We know the oxygen is required for the metabolism, so that's the point. So anyway, like I said, make a summary: difficulty breathing or dyspnea could be caused by a very straightforward problem, like even the anemia or the lung or the heart disease. Some of the problem could be very easy to manage if you seek medical attention at early stage. Then, so the point is, if you have newly developed difficulty breathing without causative, like without increased exercise or without any changing, but just develop the dyspnea, go see your physician. Might something minor, just see the physician, get reassurance you're okay, or might develop find something serious and treat it accordingly to prevent further progress or getting worse. So this is the video for today about the difficulty breathing, dyspnea. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.